Good morning, traders. Stock Sumo here with BlueHorseshoeStocks.com. Today is Wednesday, May 29th, and today we're having a look at DNAD. That's DNA Dynamics Inc. Traded on the OTC markets yesterday. The stock closed at 005, saw a low of day of 004, and folks, this seems like it's the bottom on this stock. Notice we closed down 37.5% yesterday on 4.3 million shares. And the reason why I say it's the bottom on this stock, I was looking at the level 2 yesterday, watching the stock trade, and they took it down to the low of 004, and it ended up coming back and closing at 005. Now notice on this chart it looks like this 0009 recently printed, and that looks like it's the low of the stock, but very few shares traded at that level, so I'm not really counting that as the low for this stock. Let's take a quick look at OTC markets, where it shows the sales and the volume and the price range and the stock was traded. Notice this is OTCmarkets.com. We got DNAD there, and on May 23rd was when it hit 0009, and it only traded 79,000 shares that day. That's virtually no volume for a stock at that price. Not very many shares traded at that level, so I doubt anybody was able to pick a decent size of a position up at that level. So I'm not counting that 0009 as the true bottom on this stock. With that being said, I'm counting this 004 as the current bottom. This is a good opportunity for a potential bounce play. Notice the stock recently was as low as 0026 in March and moved up to 0499. Ended up running into resistance right here where the 100 DMA is, and that's going to be a key resistance point moving forward. That's currently at 0342. The next couple resistance patches that we have below that are going to be the 20-day moving average, which is at 0147, and the 50-day moving average at 0203. Let's take a look at a detailed chart for the past month. Now notice the stocks moved from 007 up to 0145. On the bigger volume days, it traded in a range between a penny and 2 cents. It's come down on some very light volume, except for yesterday. There was a little bit of selling pressure. Notice the volume increase, and it seems like we found support right here at 004, and that's just below the 10-day moving average and the 5-day moving average. So moving forward, I'd like to see the stock get above the 10-day and the 5-day. Currently you have the 10-day at 0048, and you have the 5-day moving average at 0042, and then you have quite some room to move up until we get to that 20-day and 50-day, currently at 0069 and 0086. And this is a 30-minute, 1-month chart. Notice the PPO is currently pinching. This is a good sign. I'd like to see this PPO cross over. That's going to be a good indicator. And currently you have the slow stow crossing over. That's also a positive sign. You have the RSI in an oversold area. It's flatline. I'd like to see this RSI turn back up north and get above the 50 line and the 50-day moving average. So we definitely want to keep an eye on DNAD. Notice on this 6-month chart, and this is a daily candle chart, you got the slow stow that crossed over. That's getting above the 50-day moving average. I like that. That's showing some strength. Notice the last time the slow stow crossed over and it got above the 50-day moving average, that's when we saw the stock make a move from 2 to 0499. I want to keep an eye on the level 2. Make sure that we hold our support at 004, but this looks like a good opportunity for a nice bounce play. Be sure to stop by our blog at BlueHorseshoeStocks.com and review our disclaimer for disclosure purposes. Thanks for tuning in.